Yo, it's me, Brian Lee Durfee, author of The Forgetting Moon and The Blackest Heart, both books published by Simon & Schuster's Saga Press. Today I'm going to be reviewing The Silent Corner by Dean Koontz. This is book number 1 in his Jane Hawk series. I think there's 5 books in the series so far. I don't know if there'll be more, but we're going to be reviewing book number 1 first. So let's talk about the covers, because you know I like graphic design and cover art, so let's get into that. This is okay. I think the covers, this one's okay. Book number 2 is, it's okay. Book number 3 is where the covers really start to get super cool, because the model they hired is wicked good looking. That's a good looking person right there. So, and then we've got the same model in this book and in book number 5. So, Jane Hawk. Who is she? What does she do? What's up with it? The title of the book, The Silent Corner. I actually don't like the title. I wish it would have been called just Jane Hawk. Kind of like The Gray Man. What's his name? Mark Greeny's The Gray Man is just The Gray Man. The first book is The Gray Man. The first Orphan X book is just Orphan X. The first Odd Thomas book was Odd Thomas. It's the Dean Koontz book. I would have just had the Jane Hawk. I like that. I think that's just dramatic. That's a nitpick on an otherwise brilliant book. Let's see, what is this about? So in the introduction was something that I found fascinating here. The Silent Corner. Now this is why it's probably titled The Silent Corner. Let's talk about The Silent Corner. The Silent Corner. Those who are truly off the grid and cannot be tracked by any technology, yet are able to move about freely and use the internet, are said to be in the Silent Corner. So that's basically what this book is about. This book is about data collection, cameras being on everything. Everything we type into the internet is being tracked. The artificial intelligence that is gathering our information and starting to use it to talk back to us and fuck with us in ways we've never even imagined. If you want to get a really good idea of all of that, read Jack Carr's newest book, In the Blood, and it just talks about how all this data that we're typing in, each individual one of us, all the data that we're typing into the internet, and all the searches we do, and everything we look at, and everything we write, and every camera that is capturing every moment of us, and every store we go into, and the GPS that tracks our phone, and all of this combined is creating a system where we just are never going to be high. All of our secrets will be revealed, and we'll never be able to hide anywhere we go. Facial recognition is going to track us down, and the artificial intelligence that we've created, the killer robots, the sex robots, they're all going to come to life, and we are going to be snuffed out like that, just like in the Terminator. It is inevitable, and this is what this book is about. Jane wakes up in a hotel. Jane Hawk, she wakes up in a hotel with a pistol under her pillow. I went into this book. I did not read the back. I didn't want to know anything about the book. I just wanted to go in blind, start reading, and follow the story just blindly. Not read the back cover, not know anything about it. So we're starting out in this hotel room, pistol under her pillow. People are chasing her. She's we don't know anything, and she uses a chair. So people are coming into the hotel. She uses a chair, and she wedges the chair under the doorknob. We see this in so many movies, where to stop people from coming through a door, all you need is any old folding chair wedged up under the doorknob and wedged into the ground, and nobody can ever enter that room ever. It is an impenetrable barrier to entrance to any door. just this simple fix. And I'm telling you, I've tried it on my own and it never fucking works. You can just push with one finger and that whole thing will crumble to the ground. It is, I don't know why people still use that bullshit in books, but it's in this one. I was like, all right, yeah, the chair wedged in the door is just okay. All right. I mean, it's such a cliche, and it never works. I mean, people can just kick the fucking through that. Try it, folks. Try it. Go try it. Use every chair and every door in your house and try it. It's like the easiest thing to break through. My cat, Miss Kitty, could kick that fucking shit open. Anyway, she gets away from the bad guys because in this book, the chair does. It keeps away. I mean, a fucking bulldozer, a bulldozer couldn't even knock that over. So she escapes. And she goes to this woman's house named Gwen, who, she knows, and there's the military secrets are shared. Now, one of the reasons we find out why Jane is running and hiding is because her husband has been assassinated by the baddies that run the technology, the military technology, the stuff that's tracking us all. And he knew some secrets that he weren't supposed to know. And he's dead by suicide, though. That's the thing, is all the people are starting to die by suicide. And it's like, Jane is like, no, he would have never killed himself. All these other people are dying too. Someone is killing them. Either someone is killing them with poison, drugs, or they're implanting some weird shit in their brains and they're taking their own lives. The whole book is Jane trying to figure this mystery out. That's about all I'm going to get into the plot here. She's trying to figure out this mystery of why everybody's committing suicide. Is she going to commit suicide? She's worried about that. If they implanted me with whatever information is going to cause me to want to take my life suddenly. And she's talking to these people about this, that it's just the people, it's like people are starting to catch on, that the government is running some secretive stuff. And she's got to stay off the grid. Not only has she got to, because her face recognition, this is the part that freaks me out about these books. Like this Dean Koontz book and the Jack Carr book. And there's the face recognition everywhere we go. That's why there are no more serial killers. Because back in the day, in Ted Bundy's days, when there was no cell phones everywhere, no cameras on everything, people weren't taking selfies of every single thing in their life. You go to a park now, a busy park, 90% of the people are taking selfies 90% of the time. So if you're trying to commit a crime in that park, there's going to be 90% of the people who've documented your crime just in their own selfie background. That's why guys like Ted Bundy, who were killing serial killer people in the late 70s and early 80s, when none of this technology, they could kill over and over and over because we weren't being followed like this. Now a serial killer, he kills one person and he gets caught immediately because they track the face recognition. Every stoplight you drive underneath is taking a recording. Even if a crime happens in a certain neighborhood, all the police need to do is go to every camera at every stoplight within the vicinity of that crime, and they can see who went in there and did it just by the license plate of your car. It's maddening. It's just, there's no more secrecy. And she's got to stay off the grid. And once they find her, drones, and that's another thing, drones are going to take us out too. Don't trust the drones. If you see a drone anywhere flying around your face, just fucking bat that shit, kick it. It might explode. Some of them are exploding drones. You might want to be careful. Okay, because this book is full of a lot of crazy stuff. So, even the drones you can't trust. Those things are being, they've got cameras on them and guns and bombs and, oh my God, all sorts of stuff. I work at the state prison and we're always worried that drones are how to contraband, weapons, all sorts of stuff. This is the list of problems that data collection, cameras on everything, and drones flying everywhere. The amount of shit storms that are coming our way based off of all this stuff, documented in books like this by Dean Koontz and Jack Carr, it's just wild. This is wild. I was not so much interested in Jane Hawk herself, or her problems, but I was more interested in the more scary and scary technology that Dean Koontz was starting to talk to us about. And this book was written a while ago. I mean, this book was written 2017. Well, that's not that long. But I mean, just the stuff that Dean Koontz was putting in this book 5 years ago. I mean, even today, I bet it's doubled and tripled. Anyway, very, very interesting book. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. I liked it more for the plot and idea than the actual character of Jane Hawk, although she is one smoking hot lady. I actually liked the direction Dean Koontz was going with the conspiracy theories. Anyway, 8 out of 10 for The Silent Corner.